I had this dream that I became part of this secret organization, except it wasn't like, it was kind of weird because all we did was, I think it was like a singing thing, but it was like kind of like a hardcore group of kids or something. It was like a gang. I became part of a gang, and it was weird because I had to move to New York to become part of the gang, and I'm pretty sure the person who started the gang was Word with Josh Todd. I'll put a link to him in the sidebar. And so Josh started this gang where every day we had to go to some different place and sing something, or each person had to sing something. So, yeah, we all moved to New York to be part of this gang. And then the one day we had to stop at this wedding area because two of our gang members were getting married, and so we were going there for their like wedding rehearsal. And so we went to this wedding rehearsal, but they like were doing the wedding rehearsal, and then I remember I hadn't eaten anything, and so I was like really hungry, and the guy who was actually one of the people getting married, he was like, go get a burger, and I was like, well, I would, but they're charging $10. I'm not gonna pay $10 for a crappy little burger. He's like, I'll pay for it, and I was like, no, it's fine, I'll be fine. And so I had this Xbox 360 controller, and I was taking pictures with it. Don't ask me, don't ask. So I was like, I would focus with the middle button, and then when it was focused, I would hit the middle button again, and it would take the picture. So I was trying to take pictures of the couple that was getting married, and it was like 3 or 4 couples that were all at this wedding rehearsal. And it was on this like weird, it was outside on this weird like hill right by the highway. And so then my friend Justin and my friend Grace showed up, and they got in line of the people getting married, but they weren't getting married. They were just there to do the entertainment. And so this pig, yes, pig, this giant pig, they let it loose onto the hill, and it started making mud everywhere. And so what Justin and Grace were doing was they were trying to like tame the pig or wrestle the pig or something like that, and then that one just kind of like laid down on the ground and started like sleeping, so they were trying to like move it, but it wouldn't move, and so another pig came out, and so Grace got a hold of it, and she was trying to like ride it, but then it laid down, and she was trying to like move it, but it wasn't working, and so her and Justin got really, really muddy, and I had changed my setting on my Xbox 360 controller because wasn't taking very good photographs, so I changed it to film because I wanted to videotape them wrestling these pigs. So I'd been videotaping, and so I started videotaping them, and Grace was down on the ground next to this pig, and Justin was standing right next to me, and they started arguing, and I had to keep like moving the camera so I could get I don't know why I wanted to get the whole argument, but at the end of the argument, Grace was like, Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm like, what are you talking about? That was like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And that made her feel much better. So then the organization left, and we went to this high school or something. Like, we all became part of this like boarding school, high school, as our gang. And we started this it was like a company sorta, where we would go buy beverages like coffee and slushies and stuff like that, and we'd sell them to the student body. And apparently that was just an excuse to like, we were trying to like buy the student body, like, so that we would be in charge. And it was working, I guess. Like, I remember there was these 4 girls. It was so weird. It was like 4 girls sitting in a baby carriage, like a big baby carriage, and they had some certain name to them because they were a gang too, but we gave them all red slushies, and so we bought them over. And the principal was this crazy guy who hated everything, and it was snowing outside, and he was trying to convince us that if you he hated the snow. He hated it because it was like cheerful or whatever. So he started this slogan about how like turn snow brown and I'll give you a crown or something like that. Or he was trying to say that like if you turn the snow all brown, you'll be a good guy or a hero or something. So I walked around with these like big boots on, like the whole crew did. We walked around with the big boots, like just trying to turn the snow brown because we wanted to win over the principal too. Because we'd been planning this event, this big musical event, because we were like a music gang, and so somehow we were planning this event to have like all sorts of people like Kanye and Akon and all sorts of like popular people like that come play at our event, and we wanted to hold the event at our school because that's where the venue was. So that's why we had been working so hard to buy everyone over, is so that we could do this event at the school and no one would say anything. And I'm pretty sure we were about to do the event, but my dad woke me up, so